Hi everybody, I hope you were all well. It's been a couple of weeks since you saw me because last weekend I finished Love and Louis XIV and came down with a cold. It was cold, I did COVID test and everything and I was negative. It was just, genuine cold, but it kind of knocked me a little bit because it was like the first time I've been ill in 2 years, and so it's that thing, the first time you get ill, it's gonna knock you a bit. So in that time, I read How to Be a Heroine by Samantha Ellis, and now I have finished going through the pile of books that I'd already announced that I was reading next. So I'm going to find out now before I do my 2 reviews of the next 5 reads because I'm so excited. I really, really, really want to know right now exactly what I'm going to read next. So, as you will know, or if you don't, I picked 25 books out of my bookcase in my study that I wanted to read first in the year for 2022, and I put them in this jar, and I'm going to pick, I've already picked 5, so now it's time to find the next 5, so I'm just going to shake them up and then pick them at random. I've got the remaining books on my sofa right here so that when I pick them I can show you the book at the same time. So let's see what the first one is. Oh, let's go for this one, and it is Mad, Bad and Sad. Let's see where that one is. There it is. There we go. Mad, Bad and Sad. So this is a history of women and the mind doctors from 1800 to the present. So I heard about this book thanks to Stephen Fry's Victorian Secrets on Audible. It is a brilliant series. He's done another one for Edwardians. And I love both of them. But there was this particular episode about asylums and such, and this book got referenced quite often. It's by Lisa Abinanci. I'm sure I've completely butchered that, and I will get the pronunciation right when I do the review of it. But yeah, I was so intrigued by this, and it was. Well, he refers to lots and lots of books throughout, and various people who he interviews throughout those series. But it was literally, I listened to Victorian Secrets in a binge because I just loved it so much. And then my first visit to a bookshop, I found it. It was just there, so I was like, oh, I've got to get this. So there we go. So the next read is Mad, Bad and Sad, A History of Women and the Mind Doctors from 1800 to the present. Okay, then the next one is The Glass Woman by by Charlotte Leah, and that is there we go. So we've got non-fiction and then we're going into fiction. So this is actually a retelling of an Icelandic fairy story, but it very much reminds me of Jane Eyre. So let me read the blurb on the back. So, 1686, Iceland, a cold, windswept land where they talk of witches and fear of strangers. When Rosa is betrothed to John Ericsson, I'm saying that there's pronunciations and such, obviously, on letters in the name, but that's the way I'm saying them right now. Again, I've probably butchered the names, and I'm sorry. But when she's betrothed to this man, she's sent to a remote village. There she finds a man who will not speak of his recently deceased first wife. The villagers view Rosa's arrival with suspicion. Isolated and disturbed by her husband's strange behaviour, her fears deepen. What is making the strange sounds in the locked attic? Remind you of Jane Eyre? Who does the mysterious glass figure she is given represent? And why do the villagers talk of the coming winter darkness in hushed tones? All I know is, like I said, it's actually referred to as an Icelandic Jane Eyre by the Sunday Times. And the actual story, this fairy story that it's based on, I don't know it in detail. I just know that it's kind of this is just a retelling of that story. So I don't know what's going to happen, but it feels very Jane Eyre plus coldness, and it just feels like it's right up my alley. So The Glass Woman is next. Okay, number 3. Let's go for this one. It is Perfect Murder by Bernard Taylor and Stephen Knight. Now, this is one I've had on my bookcase for a while, and this is all about people that get away with murder. And it looks at a series of cases, unsolved cases. So it says Perfect Murder, a century of unsolved homicides, winner of the CWA Gold Dagger Award for Nonfiction. So it says, British history is littered with unsolved murder cases. Bernard Taylor and Stephen Knight, experts in unravelling unsolved crimes, reinvestigate 7 cold cases from the last 100 years. There's the mysterious death of William Saunders, found face down in a pond in Penge Cricket Club in 1877. The unfortunate story of the Lord family, each of whom died in tragic circumstances in 1908. The brutal killing of Helen Davidson, found in a forest with her face caved in 1966. And the spooky demise of Charles Walton, whose death is believed to be linked to witchcraft. Taylor and Knight recreate the background in each crime in chilling detail to review the evidence, in many cases unearthing previously undiscovered facts, none more so than the startling case of the gruesome Brighton truck murder of 1934, where Tony Mancini, initially cleared at the time, confesses his guilt to Stephen Knight. So yeah, I've had this sat on my bookcase for a long time, so I'm really quite intrigued to go back. So it's non-fiction, fiction, non-fiction. Are we going to get fiction next? Let's find out. Okay, number 4 is, what's this one? The Lonely by Andrew Michael Hurley. Now this I've had like forever and a day on my bookcase, and really annoying stickers on the cover ruined the cover, and that is not a sticker, it's printed on, and I wish I could rip it off because it annoys the heck out of me that you've got such a dark cover, beautifully constructed cover, and it's ruined by a bright sticker thing that's not a sticker. And the actual stickers have ruined my cover. It just frustrates me whenever I look at this copy. But there we go. So this is fiction, and it says, 2 brothers, one mute, the other his lifelong protector. Year after year, their family visits the same scarred shrine on a desolate strip of a coastline known as the Lonely, in desperate hopes of a cure. In the long hours of waiting, the boys are left alone. They cannot resist the causeway revealed with every turn of the treacherous tide, the old house they glimpse at the end. Many years on, Hanny is a grown man, no longer in need of his brother's care. But then the child's body is found, and the Lonely always gives up its secrets in the end. The whole causeway and everything very much made me think about The Woman in Black, which is what led me to buy this book, which I have had on my bookcase for far too long. So finally, I'm going to read The Lonely. Okay, guys, are we going to go back to non-fiction for our final pick? Let's find out, because it's been non-fiction, fiction, non-fiction, fiction. What's it going to be? It's a really good one. It's one I've been wanting to read for a long, long time. It's the Foresight Saga, Volume 1, where there's about 5 books and 2 novellas in this. But oh my god! By John Glasworthy. Oh, I fell in love with the Foresight Saga because of the TV drama, which I only watched properly was a few years ago now. I did a video with my sister about it because I had seen it before, because my sister loved the drama when it came out, but I got more back into it, as you know, only a few years ago. And I love a certain radio play. I've got 2 radio plays, but there's one in particular I absolutely adore, and so I was like, I really need to read the book. There are 2 volumes because this covers the first generation of the family, and then and part of the second, and then the second volume very much focuses on the second generation, particularly following one character who is born in the course of the first volume. So it's like, it very much covers what the TV drama of the Foresight Saga covers, but then volume 2 is what happens after that. So yeah, so basically if you've watched the very, very well known ITV Foresight Saga drama. Everything should be in this volume, and I am so excited to read it. So yeah, there we go. So they're my next 5 reads. So in order of what I'll be reading, we've got, oh, I should actually, hang on, turn them that way and put them so you can actually read the titles. I've done this very badly, haven't I? So, in order what I'll be reading, we have got Mad, Bad and Sad, The Glass Woman, Perfect Murder, The Lonely, and then the first volume of the Foresight Saga. I am so excited, guys. So there we go. So you're going to see next my 2 reviews of the books I've been reading over the past 2 weeks. And then I'll be back with my thoughts on Mad, Bad and Sad as soon as I'm done. All right, guys. Bye.